I'm here to do a spoiler review of the end of the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book was called Bad Blood, and this is I think it's the third book. I'm pretty sure it is the third book. I'm pretty sure it's the third book in this series. Yeah, oh no, this is the fourth book. It was Naturals, Killer Instinct, All In, and Bad Blood. I really like this conclusion. I thought it was like a very, very solid conclusion. So I'll give you guys like my brief thoughts, like non-spoilerly if you haven't read the last book. But I would highly recommend it. I really liked it. My only caveat to that is if you have like read this series but you haven't read the books in a while, I would reread them. I wish that all the books came out as audiobooks because I know that The Naturals is an audiobook that they never continued and did the other ones. So if they existed as audiobooks, I would totally buy them all because I thought that the first one was done so well. And they're all like so interesting and I really like enjoyed them. But I wish I would have had the time to reread them because overall I really enjoyed them. Story, I just wish I was a little bit clearer on the details. So that's the only like thing I felt like the final mystery, as interesting and like as fascinating as it was, some of the elements just went a little bit over my head because it really did. It was like a really tightly wound story, all four books, which I think Jennifer Lynn Barnes does so well. But you just had to like remember everything that happened. But so those are it was really good. She does a really good way of crafting a mystery, and I think she did a really good way of like wrapping everything up. So this book starts right after they got back from the casino and they're kind of dealing with that stuff. And basically the thing is that there's a Fibonacci sequence and a person dies every day until they find it. And it's a very complex story. The mystery is like very, very tightly wound. The thing I did like about this book is that you kind of met all the characters. You kind of like explored their past like in the other books, but this book really delved into every single character, especially Cassie, especially Leah, and especially Michael. It was a little bit about her boyfriend, but it was definitely about the other three. One thing I loved about this book is the development of found family. I think that's one of the most popular tropes that I love in YA literature is like the topic of finding your own family or creating your own family because that's just who you're around. And I just love the bonding and development that happened between them. And I thought that the end was when Cassie was taken. When Cassie was taken, just the simple fact of them like seeing each other again and the reactions that all these kids had just really was like heartwarming, and I really liked it. I loved that. I thought the ending was so well done. I really hope one day we get more books in this series and look at like that elements because the team that was created was so interesting. I thought that it was even more interesting that this team was created by the person that was like hunting them or that the person that like created this system. It just was so fascinating. The you chapters were really unique because you knew exactly who the you was. In this book you normally don't, but in this book you knew exactly who the you was, which I thought was so fascinating, and I really liked getting inside that person's head, the mother's head, throughout this whole entire story. And I love just learning, going back and really delving in to Cassie's past and what her relationship was like with her mother, and then what she remembers and what she doesn't remember. And I just loved the interconnection that had everything kind of played in. And I think Sloane is still one of my favorite characters. After book three, I think I was a little bit like gut punched because it was gut wrenching seeing her. But I just think that like her presence in this book just was really, really special. She really reminds me of the characters from Scorpion, just like how socially awkward she is. And all the others don't really have that social awkwardness, but she really honestly does. And I really like fell in love with these characters again. This is definitely going to be a reread series for me. I probably do it when I have less stuff on my shelves. But it was so well done. I really hope Jennifer Lynn Barnes writes more. I know that her Fixer series ended unexpectedly and there was only 2 books, which I was so sad about because I really, really love those political thrillers. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Bad Blood, my spoiler thoughts. If you've read the series, let me know your comments. Let me know what you think of the end. I also wrote like a non-spoiler review on my blog, but I really wanted to get my thoughts out here. I just love the relationship that all the characters had, and I loved how the ending came together. And it was a really, really good ending. And I love the presence of, Laurel, her presence in the story. But I really liked, I think my favorite part of the story was just the bonding between all the characters and the new additional characters that we met and the impact that those new additional characters, like Michael's sister, had on Michael's life. And I just loved like meeting Michael's father and seeing that relationship and just seeing the psychosis of all these different people and what causes you to be in the pithra or like in this society, like what they look for. I just thought it was so well done. They really dealt with a lot of like really interesting topics like DID and dissociative identity disorder. It just was really, really well done. So if you are looking for like a really cool, fast paced, well woven mystery series, I highly recommend you check it out and let me know your thoughts when you guys are done. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.